Hello, welcome back to the Early Career Academic channel. I'm Tanya. I'm an academic, a wife, a cat mom, and a passion planner ambassador. On this channel, I explore how the passion planner helps me achieve my personal and professional goals, among other things, hopefully, in the future. So today we're going to do a simple plan with me for the week of September 20th through the 26th. But before I turn to that week, I think it would be helpful to just take a look at the current week to sort of see how it all unfolded from the last Plan With Me video. So as you can see, I kind of did a sort of gold salmon blue combination. I really liked it all week long. It was just really pretty to look at. As you can see, I kind of filled out some of what we did, just to sort of keep track of, dinners that we had. I went to happy hour with my friends, and a variety of other little things. And of course, I use my to-do lists pretty heavily. I will say this is probably not as cluttered as it is normally, partly because I did start to use, I printed out some Passion Planner dailies, which I will do another video about that will drop on Monday, September 20th. So if you're interested in how that went, please tune in for that video that again will be dropping on the 20th of September 2021. And so there was potentially less stuff on here because I was using those dailies to kind of catch other things that came up throughout the week. But this is still extremely helpful to me in terms of thinking about how my goals are scheduled into my daily life, into my weekly life. I'm going to have a video on how I meal plan, but for now, I just kind of keep a list of options on the week view to remind me of what groceries I bought and what I could possibly make with them. I also had a number of good things that happened this week. I do this as I go and not at the end of the week like some people do, because I will forget the good things that happen in a day, especially if they're small. And so I just have to jot them down as they come up. Overall, pretty happy about the way this week went. Definitely better than the week before in terms of my mood and in terms of my motivation. But I also feel a little bit this week I felt a little bit squashed by a lot of sort of administrative details. So there were some major goals that I didn't make almost any progress on. But the day is still young. I have some time between some meetings later that I'm going to utilize to push some of these goals, these larger goals that I have. Number one thing I need to get done this week is actually the rest of the grant application that's due next week. So that's my main priority right now. The other major project I made zero progress on this week is the podcast. So I have my 2 next steps listed here, but these probably won't happen until Sunday, which will work out just fine because John has some work he needs to do on Sunday. So I have some time to sort of make the trailer recording, and that kind of will bring me closer to the major goals that I had for this week. Okay, so let's flip to the next week. Okay, and as I mentioned before, I do plan it forward using the weekly views because I just can't help it. I really need to know, how my week is looking, and I do this digitally too. I kind of throw things on there if I'm not near my planner when I make plans, but then I like to reconcile them to make sure that I'm not accidentally double booking, and also just to get a sense of what the next week will look like. So I do forward plan, and it also makes these videos slightly shorter than they would otherwise be. So let me talk about my plan for setting this spread up this week. It's inspired by this super adorable cat print that I ordered off an Etsy shop called BetterCallLiubka, and I will link to them in the description of this video. But it was a really cute shop. I saw it come up on Instagram somehow, and I just fell in love with this little cat looking through the wine glass, sitting on top of some books. I mean, it's just everything I love in one image. So I want to find a place to put it in here this week because I think it will really make me happy every time I see it. Also, this was a download, so I have it in different sizes. That was kind of nice, and I could actually, create things with it. I could print it out, make cards with it, or bookmarks, or I did print out a version of it, a larger version, that I'm going to pin up in my office because, again, it just makes me smile every time I see it, and I just love it. So I will link to this artist in the description in case you want to also purchase your own download. Okay, so that was what inspired this week's plan. To kind of keep along with sort of the colors in this, I am going to be using 3 Tombow pens. I'm going to be using the 845 red, the 403 kind of a seafoam green, and the 555 kind of dark blue. And I'm also going to use a Micron 05 for any kind of writing that I need to do, especially kind of outlining my goals here. So haven't exactly decided where all these colors are going to go, but I do want them here. I'm thinking I'm going to kind of prioritize the lighter green with with like accents of these colors because they are so primary. They're so dark and saturated. So we'll see what happens with that. And also I'm going to be using stickers out of 2 sticker books I got from Michaels. One is Recollections and one is the Christiane Designs sticker book. And as you can see, I already flagged some of the stickers I might use depending on, how I think it all looks together. So hopefully this video will be a little shorter than the last plan with me, and I tried to make it as streamlined as possible. Okay, so let's figure out where this guy's going so that I actually think that is adorable. I could stick it here though. I actually really like it here. And sometimes I like the quotes that are listed here on the Passion Planner. This one's about being grateful. But sometimes, I'm okay with covering them up also. Especially if I have something really cool like this cat print. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on the back of this. It is a super gloomy, kind of drizzly day today, but it's okay because it has been extremely hot. Well, perhaps not as extreme as it was over the summer, but I'm just kind of ready. I'm over, 85-degree days with 90% humidity. I am ready for fall, like I think a lot of people are. I'm going to kind of tilt it a little so that it covers up the quote more. Look how cute that is with the little kitty. I'm definitely a sucker for anything having to do with cats. Okay, now let's take a look at maybe some of these stickers to kind of guide. I really liked this one because of the greens match so well. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to stick it up here. And since it won't fill out the whole box, I'm just going to kind of center it a little. And let's see. Oh yeah, I kind of liked this woman because the colors were similar too, but I'm not sure if that'll be like too much with the cat. So I think we're going to nix that one. This is the Recollections pack if you wanted to know. And yeah, I think I thought this blue was darker than it is, so I kind of flagged that, but there are some other like greens I could pull in. Although I don't often do these sort of drop down flags, but maybe kind of bringing it over yonder, this is where I could put like film my YouTube videos and stuff. That'd be kind of cute. And I'm just trying to see maybe if there's, I could bring a little red in too. Although I think I'm going to do that mainly with the Tombow pen. So I'm not going to go, unless I see something really cool, I'm not going to. So I have some I definitely have things due next week, but yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and like on these days where I have important stuff to remember, I'll put a little flag to help me see it very clearly. Also because I never put anything up at the top here, because that's when I do my morning routine, and I don't, I know some people like to check it off every single day, but actually I like the fact that my routine is captured in using the app Routinery, so I don't have to think about it every day. I just do it, you know, and I just kind of like that. I don't have to, like, you know, record it every single day, because if otherwise I think I wouldn't actually not do the routine. I would just forget about it. I'm just flipping through. Okay, so let's see, in this Chrissy Ann Designs book, this also has like a similar kind of book and cat thing going on. So I didn't want to like overdo it, but some of the colors are really nice, like a nice match. So I might bring something in. Like I have this cute stack of books with the little glasses on it. It's kind of a little more like that kind of blue-green. Maybe like over here to balance the page a little bit. Now, I'm okay with being, you know, partially decorative. The pens take up a lot too, so. And these kind of transparent stickers are also kind of cute. But they're also a little pastel, except for some of the green. And I don't want to get too cutesy on here. But a little variety, like, because this is so dark and there's this lighter kind of blue-green. So maybe what I might do is pull some of that in with these like little hearts or something. Put this in, well, actually I might put event stickers in there. And what I could do, yeah, well, I might kind of color that. Okay, oh, I know, I got it. I'm gonna put that to the side. I'm going to use these super, super tiny ones to demarcate the good things that happened in the week. And it looks like these will be a combination of green blues, so I'm okay with that. I actually really love that feature of the Passion Planner to mark what good things happen, because it does help, you know, it does help to sort of see the good, even in a challenging week. Okay, so that looks cute. Okay, so let me just see what else I got here. If there's anything. Okay, I got that. I do not think I'm going to use any of these. Some more kind of dropped. See, I thought there was a darker blue going on here, but there really isn't. And we already have a little drop down flag. And then I have these sort of event markers. And I do kind of like the ones that have a little space to write in them. And I just want to see real quick, because I think I'm going to have to, I got these two, and then I have these two, but where's the one that pairs with this one? Maybe there isn't one. Then I have these two I could do. It's kind of weird. They have like one pink, one blue, two dark blues, two dark greens, one light green. I wish they were equal, because I have two class periods and I would like them to match. That's just being a little nitpicky, but here's what we will do. Okay. I will go ahead and use this one for this guy. And I will use these. Should I put the dark side? I should put the dark side on this side. And I am covering up the time because I know when my classes take place now. We are already entering or ending the 4th week, which is kind of, oh, that is not straight. It's just kind of amazing to me that we are now almost a third of the way through the semester. And we're still in person, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised by. Just because I wasn't anticipating that at all. Yeah, I think I can use skinnier things for that. This takes up more time. And I'm actually going to cut this one. Let me see how much I need to cut it by. Just a little bit. This week was better for me personally, in part because some progress is happening on my students' volunteer hours. And I just can't tell you, I cannot express strongly enough how happy that makes me. I mean, I was struggling. But I think we're finally making some progress. And actually, I blogged this morning about teaching community engaged courses in general, but also kind of in pandemic times. So if you're interested in learning a bit more about what it looks like to teach a community engaged course, you can actually access that blog at tanyaazar.com. And I do blog twice weekly. Normally it's kind of like a teaching tip Tuesday type thing on Tuesdays, and then more of a kind of whatever's on my mind type blog on Fridays. And I do my level best to keep that schedule, but sometimes I do have to change it up. So just a heads up on that. But yeah, I like blogging. I think I'm never going to give it up. I mean, I'm a writing teacher at the end of the day. As much as I like making these videos and trying new formats and things like this, I will always love writing. I'm the least awkward, I promise you, in my writing, because I have the most experience with it. Whereas I feel like with these videos sometimes I'm super awkward. But that's okay. We're allowed to be awkward. And actually, I want to put a nice sticker here for this dinner party that I'm hosting. Believe it or not, this dinner party, I made plans for this specific party in March of 2020. And we are just now, finally, having it. It was actually like one of the first things I had to cancel after we all kind of went into isolation mode because of the pandemic. So happy that it's back on the books. Yeah, maybe this like really cute. Oh, look how cute that is. And I don't mind covering up the, when is my, so it starts at 6. Okay. I do not mind covering up the rest of the evening. That is not straight. And it's just a couple of friends coming with their baby girl, and I'm excited to see them. Ooh, also I had a major thing this week. So this anti-racist conference is happening today, starting today, and then it goes next Friday and the Friday after. And I didn't realize that it was Pacific time, so it was the wrong time in the present week, but it is the correct time here. And I think I will add a little box. And I know you're like, why do you write it down if you're just going to cover it up? But again, I do forward plan, and I kind of need... Actually, I'm going to cut this a little on both sides. I do kind of need that visual, especially when I'm making new plans. Like I have this open on my desk, and like when I was scheduling my hair appointment that I think I'm actually going to cancel. You know, it just is helpful to look a week ahead. And yes, I know it's been on my goal list to have my hair permed forever. Well, since the summer. And I made the appointment and everything. However, I completely forgot that I was going to be on a boat this whole day. And technically, you're not supposed to get your hair wet for 24 hours after you get a perm. So I feel like this is the bad day to get a perm. Plus, I'm going to be holding a newborn baby at dinner. And I just feel like the baby will not take kindly to the perm hair smell. So I'm thinking of rescheduling that. And so that's probably going to go away, but I'm going to just like let it sit. And since last week, my really good friend invited me to Korean Thanksgiving, which, if you guys didn't know, takes place on the 21st of September. This year, I'm not assuming exactly I'm not entirely sure if it takes place on the same date every year or the same day every year, like American Thanksgiving does. But I'm extremely looking forward to that because she's a great cook. And it's actually been a while since I've had any of her Korean delicacies. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it would be handy if I had a cute little box to show it off because I'm excited about it. I'm thinking this one would be kind of cute. Yeah, just cut it down a little. I need to get some more delicate scissors. I watch other people's plan with me's and they have these cute little scissors. I do have like surgical scissors, but I keep those in my like nail supplies. So it'd be nice to have like some cute craft scissors. Okay, that looks pretty good if I do say so myself. So now I'm going to, I think, add a little bit of the red to kind of bring out some of this beautiful red in the cat print. It's just so cute, right? Maybe what I'll do is like, I will transfer this here and then cover that up with like a today's focus, like enjoy myself or something like that. But for here, what I could do is, and I'm like so thankful to this friend who's going to take us boating. It's not quite like the fall weather boating I was describing in my fall bucket list video, but it should still be a lot of fun, I think. And again, you guys, I am not a hand letterer, so don't have super high expectations for what's going to happen here. Perhaps someday I will learn, but for now it's going to look like a child learning cursive. This looks like weird, right? I feel like these curly cues are in the wrong place, but whatever. Okay, so excited about boating. And maybe because there's so much kind of blue-green up here, what I can do is I do like to highlight the to-do boxes because it makes it easier for me to see if I've checked something off, because it doesn't kind of blend in with the text. And this will probably be almost the last decorative thing I do, because I do want to get to the functional bit of this planning video in a timely manner. So this week my grant is due. My grant application is due. And also my travel requests are due. So basically this week is about asking people for money, which academics have to do very often. So if you are an early career academic, just know that that's going to be a part of your life for a while. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of cute. Okay, so we're going to kind of keep it somewhat minimal. And then up here, perhaps I will put my word of the year. And this week, it is somewhat important for me to keep that in mind. I do not feel hopeful most of the time. Sometimes it strikes me, I get this surge of hopefulness. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, my husband and I are still kind of struggling with the fact that we lost our baby this past summer, and I am seeing a therapist and also starting a support group this week. So I think the therapy is helping. Like, she has made some good recommendations for me, and I think being in the support group will also help. I sometimes worry about, like bringing it too much into my life in a formal way. Like, I feel that way about journaling sometimes, that it's, it makes it harder for me to pull up from the grief. But I know that's not true. Like, I know logically that it's not good to just kind of pretend like it's like you're not feeling it, to kind of bury it. And there's still a lot I'm working through, so I think these are going to be good things, at least for now. And if you are interested, I can put in the description the link to the support groups that these are virtual, and Lord, I can't remember what this was. What is happening at this time next week? Oh, that's because it's an unusual meeting. But yes, I will put a link to the support groups, and they are, these particular ones are focused on reproduction and fertility. So there are some for infertile, like experiencing infertility. There's some infant loss one, which is the one I'm attending. There's ones for women who are currently pregnant, but they're anxious about it, and everything sort of in between. So I will put a link, as I said, to that in the description if you're interested in joining one of those support groups. Okay, so on this day I do drop a blog, and I film 2 YouTube videos. I only drop one though, but I'll just put that. Just a nice little reminder to myself. And this is my writing group coven meeting, which I love, and the second session of the Anti-Racist Conference. And this is I still haven't decided what I'm going to make for this dinner party, you guys. I have a lot of thoughts, but no decisions. So I'm not sure if I'm making this better or worse, but it just looks like it needs some definition. Now I just made it look like a devil. Okay. Well, if you came here for a laugh, here's the part where you might laugh. So I go straight from sad infertility stuff to I can't draw. Okay. All right. We're looking good. Okay, so let's talk about things I need to transfer over. I am going to do a number of things on this list today, so I don't need to transfer everything over, but I am betting that I will need to transfer a few things. Like these things, I know I keep transferring because they're not like, I don't need to do them right this second, but they're important and I need to do them at some point. So I need to remember them. And I keep thinking, this is the week, I will have time. I mean, this might be the week actually, because once I get the grant and the travel request off my desk, then I can actually do these other things I've been putting it off. And yes, I am looking into another grant. I don't want to do any more grant writing, but you know, I do teach these community engaged courses, and they take a lot of time and they take a lot of effort, and it is nice to get money to do all that. So if I have to write another grant app in order to get that, then I will. Okay. So for my content stuff, I am reminding myself that I have my PashFam September discount code that I want to use before September ends. And it doesn't look like the new planners are going to be available for the month of September, or maybe they are going to spring it on us this coming week. I'm not entirely sure. But it doesn't really matter because I get a code to use every month. And if you would like to get a discount code, I am going to put that information in the description of this video so you can help yourself to that discount code and get 10% off. So like every week I have my 2 YouTube videos and I have my 2 blog posts. And probably unlike some content creators, I don't write like down here all of the things I need to do for each of these. I'm keeping it pretty well in my head. I'm going to transfer over, however, well, I'd like to do these things this week. So we'll see. I may end up transferring them, but hoping not. What I really want to do on the podcast is I want to get those things squared away. And then I need to still record the intro and the outro in preparation for my first interview. And I need to actually do the interview. And I need to just think about, integrating links. Okay, so that'd be kind of nice. Move the needle on that a little bit. Okay, and then every single week I absolutely have things I need to do for my classes. Luckily next week I'm prioritizing some class-wide feedback for my 302 classes. So that's actually a strategy that I discuss in another blog. If you're a teacher, how to give meaningful feedback without overwhelming yourself. So one of the strategies is to give class-wide feedback. And then the way to do that is to have them submit their work in discussion forums so they can see each other's stuff, so that when you're referring to the feedback, they can go see what you're talking about without you having to comment on every single thing. So we have announcements. And believe it or not, even though these are things I literally do every single week, having these little checkboxes really helps me. Because sometimes I think I've done it and I haven't done it. And seeing the checkbox unchecked reminds me. I'm going to leave that blank because there's probably something else that's going to pop up that's class related. But hopefully all this emailing I've been doing this week will be like, will go down. Now I do have laundry twice a week. Once on Wednesdays and once on the weekend. And groceries every Monday And man, you guys, one of my best things that happened last week is I tried out curbside pickup for the first time. It is life changing. I cannot tell you how happy it has made me. And I did restart my composting too. But man, this buys back a whole hour, like no joke. And I just go, they load it in the car. And what I really like in the case of my grocery store is these groceries are packed up not by Instacart shoppers who are always in like a crazy rush, understandably because they get paid by the job. But what that means is they often like make a ton of mistakes, or at least in my experience they have. But this is done by grocery store employees, and so they're not doing it by the job, and they also know where everything is in the store, and they pack it so nicely, and they put it in your car, and you just take it home, and you just have to carry it one time up the stairs. Like, it was such a good decision on my part. So I am patting myself on the back for that one. Oh, I do have, I'm going to stick this over here. Do I want to do that? No, I'm going to stick it over here. So I do need to prep for my volunteer course that I'm teaching. And what I really need for that is just to finalize the syllabus. Now that I know what we're doing, because I got the information like super last minute last week. It went really well though, you guys. These students they're older. Most of them are immigrants. All of them have used Microsoft Word. We're doing Microsoft Office lessons, but they really could use practice. And so what we're going to do this class for this week is I'm going to show them all the features of the Home tab in the MS ribbon. And we're also going to I'm going to double duty show them how to do a cover letter. So I'm just really excited about that. I think it's going to be a blast. Okay. So let's just flip quickly to my month. And honestly, so I have actually been, these are looking good. That's kind of this. I need to update my website. I still haven't gotten around to the cleaning the washer, the dryer. However, it's on my list here. So I'm thinking it'd be a great thing to integrate for this week's like home activity. So I'm not going to transfer it right now because I think I'll do it this weekend. Still on the mission to donate the hair, y'all. But I do not want to get a perm the same weekend I'm going boating and holding a newborn. So what it might end up happening is I cancel that, cross this off the list, and then have my mother-in-law trim it up. Because she used to be a hairdresser and she's really good at it. So that might be what happens. Working on the podcast, already doing the YouTube, love it. I actually am making progress on my cross stitch project, which I will at some point post on Instagram. So if you're not following me, I am going to include a link to my Instagram in the description of this video, where you can see kind of updates on the planning throughout the week, but also like creative projects that I'm doing. Making progress on the grant. That's for next week. Grant/book project are linked. Not making any progress on this feedback on this article that my writing group gave me, but that is going to be for the following week after the grant is off my desk. And I am absolutely doing the CE courses, so we're good. Okay. This is looking good, you guys. I'm kind of happy. Let's just add, before I wrap this up, I'm going to add a space for my meal plan. And I do kind of like to think about the week's focus as Passion Planner asks us to do. And honestly, it's the grant. Major focus is the grant. And so I just need to make sure that I'm prioritizing that over other stuff. Not that I'm prioritizing it over, stuff I'm doing for my mental health or my teaching, which I get paid to do and which I love, but just the other stuff. Sometimes I can get so excited about like an Instagram challenge and I'm like, okay, is that really helping with your goals? Is it? Nope. You just like doing it? Okay. So I think that about does it for this plan with me for September 20th through the 26th. Thanks for coming here and sort of watching my process as I transfer things from my calendars to this, and to sort of give it a little jazz so that I enjoy looking at it each week. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, or if you have thoughts on other videos you'd like to see. And as I mentioned, I am going to record a video of my experimentation with Passion Planner daily printables, and that's going to go out on September 20th. Also, in the description, I'm going to include links, or at least descriptions of the products I used in this page, as well as links to my Instagram and my blog, where you can find some more content that I create. And as always, thank you very much for supporting me and supporting this channel. Oh, and if you really enjoy Passion Planner layout and you would like to purchase one yourself, I am going to put an affiliate link in the description below. What that does is it gives me a small commission on any sales that are made with that link. I'm also offering you a discount code for 10%. And the commission is no extra cost to you. It will cost you the same regardless, but if you use my link, it does help support my planner habit, plus just this channel in general. So I really appreciate it, you guys. Have a good week, and we'll see you back here next week. Bye.